thinking sweet, got clipped, grabbed.
That's another thing. You never clipped me. What are you talking about?
I didn't clip you?
No, you did not. You caught me with a good shot. That's it. That happened in boxing. You never clipped me. I never shook or none of that.
Bobbed his head, boom, threw that left at him. Shook the legs. We had a real ref, Floyd there, everybody. Shook the legs.
What really happened when Frank Martin faced off with Gervonta "Tank" Davis in their high-stakes sparring session? Did Martin's punch truly shake the unshakable Davis? Discover the details that have left the boxing world buzzing. Was it a simple sparring match, or an explosive prelude to a fierce rivalry? Find out what eyewitnesses, including Floyd Mayweather, saw when tensions flared and gloves came off. Martin and Davis are gearing up for a showdown. Here's why their sparring saga is only the beginning. Join the conversation and dive deep into the untold story of Frank Martin and Tank Davis's sparring clash. Can Martin capitalize on his sparring success, or will Davis reaffirm his dominance? Your front row seat to the drama starts here. In the world of boxing, sparring sessions often serve as a prelude to what fans might expect during an actual bout. Such sessions can sometimes become legendary, especially when they involve high-profile fighters. One such instance that has captured significant attention involves Frank Martin and Gervonta "Tank" Davis. This sparring session has been the subject of much speculation and discussion among boxing enthusiasts, and Frank Martin recently revealed what truly transpired. The anticipation for a match between Frank Martin and Gervonta Davis has been building for months. Both fighters are undefeated, with impressive records and a reputation for powerful performances in the ring. Gervonta Davis, the WBA regular lightweight champion, is known for his aggressive style and knockout power, while Frank Martin has built a reputation as a resilient and technically proficient boxer. In the lead-up to their highly anticipated bout, scheduled for June 15, 2024, an intense sparring session between the two fighters took place. This session, which occurred behind closed doors, has since become the focal point of much intrigue, with various accounts and rumors swirling about what actually happened. According to Frank Martin, the sparring session was a heated and highly competitive encounter. Martin managed to land a significant punch on Davis, which momentarily stunned the champion. This incident quickly became the talk of the boxing community, as any sign of vulnerability in a fighter as dominant as Davis is noteworthy. In an interview, Martin recounted, "I caught him with a strong left hand, and it definitely got his attention. We were both pushing each other to the limit, and things got pretty intense."
I'm trying to well off on him, so he grabbed me. Boom, he clinched up, grabbed. So when he grabbed, the ref, he pushed off on me. I get back on him. Boom, somehow he get me in the headlock. He squeezed down on the headlock or whatever. We got a real ref in the ring, so the ref break us up. We get to arguing like in between the ref. We arguing in between the ref. I'm telling the ref like, shit, he, got me in the head like choking on me. So then he like, shut up. Boom, he snuck me through like the ref. It's the ref, me, him. So he like stole on me in between the ref, like punched me over the ref's shoulder or whatever. So I'm like, all right. So then we get back to sparring.
Gervonta Davis himself acknowledged this moment during a media interaction, stating, "You caught me one time. He threw the brick hand. Boom. That's what caught me." Despite this admission, Davis was quick to downplay the impact, emphasizing that he recovered swiftly and that the incident was not a decisive one. He remarked, "It wasn't like boom and hell no. Everybody in here know, if I get touched, I'm coming for that ass." He also said, "Me being me, I rushed him because I knew he was scared, and I wound up getting caught by his best punch, his left hand. Once he caught me with his left hand, that's when I got mad." The aftermath of the sparring session was almost as dramatic as the session itself. Reports indicate that the tension between the fighters escalated, nearly leading to a physical altercation beyond the structured sparring. Witnesses, including the legendary Floyd Mayweather, were present during this altercation, adding to the gravity of the situation. According to sources, Davis became increasingly agitated after the session and removed his gloves, seemingly prepared to continue the confrontation without the protection of boxing gear. This incident underscored the intensity of their rivalry and the high stakes involved in their upcoming fight.
The punch that I hurt him with, after that, it was just tough sparring. It was intense sparring after that. So the fourth round, they ended up having to break us up, get us up out the ring or whatever, because the last time he had put me in the head, like the fourth round, he had put me in there. I can't breathe because he trying to choke me out. So I pick him up all the way in the air. I'm finna slam him on the ground. So Floyd and them hop in the ring, the ref, they all hop in the ring. So by the time I'm finna slam him on the ground, they end up breaking us up. I hurry up, go to the bathroom, change and stuff. I come back out, and then we doing a fight hype, end up doing the interview with me. And it just kind of like died down.
The sparring session and its aftermath quickly became a hot topic in the boxing world, with fans and analysts eagerly dissecting every detail. Various media outlets and social media platforms buzzed with speculation and opinions on what the session revealed about both fighters. Some saw it as a sign that Davis might be more vulnerable than previously thought, while others believed it highlighted Martin's potential to challenge the champion seriously. In response to the growing speculation, Martin tried to put the focus back on their upcoming fight rather than the sparring session. "Man, it's sparring. We're fighting June 15th. I don't even want to keep talking about the sparring," Martin said in a media interaction. He emphasized that sparring is not the same as an actual fight and that their true test would come in the ring. Beyond the physical aspect, the sparring session also seemed to play a significant role in the psychological battle between the two fighters. Davis, known for his mental toughness and confidence, appeared unshaken by the incident, using it as motivation to prepare even harder for the fight. He advised Martin not to follow in the footsteps of Ryan Garcia, another fighter known for his partying lifestyle, suggesting that Martin needed to be fully committed and focused to stand a chance. For Martin, the session served as a confidence booster. Landing a significant punch on a fighter of Davis's caliber in a sparring setting provided him with a psychological edge. It demonstrated that he could compete at the highest level and possibly exploit any openings during their actual fight. Frank also believes Tank is looking past him. Gervonta has been talking about a 7-fight deal he has and has been looking at other opponents down the line, Martin said. Frank Martin: "I think he's trying to distract himself with knowing he gotta see me. After June 15th, that little 7-fight deal, that's over with. He can do the talking, look past me. I feel like he's just trying to have something distract his mind, instead of having ghosts on his mind." Tank, however, has put all this aside. In fact, for the first time in his career, he has been counting down the days on his Twitter account, seemingly eager to get back in the ring as quick as possible. Tank has mentioned multiple times he respects Frank and even said he will be a champion in the coming years, Gervonta Davis. He, Frank Martin, is tough. He's fast, strong. In his prime, he's hungry, and he's coming to win. He's a great opponent. He's going to be champion one day, just not June 15th. Gervonta Davis's perspective on the sparring session has been one of measured acknowledgement. He admitted to being caught by Martin, but emphasized his resilience and readiness to respond. Davis's coach also weighed in, providing insights into how the session unfolded and how it has informed their preparation for the upcoming fight. They stressed that while Martin had his moments, Davis's overall performance in the session remained dominant. On the other hand, Frank Martin has used the incident to bolster his confidence and sharpen his focus. He acknowledged the intensity of the sparring, but maintained that the real test would come on fight night. Martin has been training rigorously, aiming to capitalize on any weaknesses he observed in Davis during their session. As the fight date approaches, both fighters have ramped up their training regimens. For Davis, the focus has been on maintaining his aggressive style, while also shoring up any defensive lapses that Martin might exploit. His team has been working on ensuring that he remains sharp, both mentally and physically, leading up to the bout. Tank even decided not to show up to the grand arrivals yesterday, and was actually spotted running instead. Tank Davis spotted running instead of showing up to the grand arrivals? Frank Martin, meanwhile, has stayed very true to himself. He has been honing his technical skills and preparing for the various strategies that Davis might employ. Martin's camp has been focused on conditioning, strategy, and ensuring that he can go the distance if the fight extends beyond the early rounds. The goal is to be prepared for any scenario and to maintain the stamina needed to compete at a high level throughout the fight. The upcoming fight between Frank Martin and Gervonta Davis is not just about personal pride or settling scores from their sparring session. It holds significant implications for their careers. For Davis, it is an opportunity to solidify his status as one of the top fighters in the lightweight division, and to demonstrate that he can overcome any challenge. A victory would further cement his legacy and potentially open the door for even bigger fights in the future. For Martin, the fight represents a chance to make a major statement. An upset victory over Davis would catapult him into the upper echelons of the boxing world and establish him as a formidable contender. It would validate his hard work and perseverance, showcasing his ability to compete with the best. Some sparring came to the light of Frank versus Rolly Romero, of course a victim of Tank in the past. The buzz surrounding the fight has been palpable among boxing fans. Many are eagerly anticipating how the dynamics from the sparring session will translate into the actual fight. The incident has added an extra layer of intrigue and excitement, making the bout one of the most anticipated events of the year. Fans have been debating the implications of the sparring session, with opinions divided on who has the upper hand. The sparring session between Frank Martin and Gervonta Davis has set the stage for what promises to be an electrifying fight. The incident has provided fans with a glimpse of the intensity and competitiveness that will be on full display come June 15th. Both fighters have acknowledged the significance of the session, but they remain focused on the bigger picture, the actual fight. As they prepare to face off, the boxing world watches with bated breath, eager to see who will emerge victorious in this highly anticipated showdown. We hope you enjoyed today's video, breaking down the sparring between Frank and Tank, and we will see if it plays a part on June 15th. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel for more boxing updates.